Keep watching to support an artist, or whatever it is that I'm supposed to say. Hi, my name is Cory, and for a while I've been making a painting of the lady from Little Nightmares, and since I finished it recently, I wanted to share some of my process with you guys. Bye-bye! Alright, so here's where it was at when I started recording this video. As you can see, I have a bunch of colors in my palette from when I first started the painting, and they've just been drying out because I haven't continued it. You can very clearly see that it's all dried out. My gouache is like rocks, basically. Here is a bit of a closer look to what the painting looked like when I started finishing it. Because gouache activates with water, it was getting very muddy in the face area, so my plan was to use acrylic paint to fix the face. So I'm assuming that's what I'm gonna do right now. Getting my paint water ready. Woohoo! That's the reference I'm using for this painting, so clearly I'm signaling to the face how I want it to look more like the reference. And immediately, because I'm so logical, I start painting the hair. So forget about the face for a while then. Here's just some of my process painting the hair, like at the very beginning, blocking some shadows, etc. This footage is sped up, but here in a minute you'll be able to see like the actual velocity at which I was painting, really thinking about every stroke that I painted. Okay, so I'm not fully sure what I was trying to show here. I'm pretty sure I was highlighting the areas that were supposed to be like shadows. Oh yeah, it's the shadows. Yep, that's dark. Okay, yeah, so here I already painted the big areas of shadow. You can see that it's very, very dark blue. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start doing the same thing with the marking the shadows, but in this part of the hair. Yeah, looking at the reference, it was a very complex reference, so it was a bit hard to see where the shadows were meant to be. I find it so funny that as soon as I pointed at the reference, the iPad just shut down. Oh my god. During this process, I actually ended up looking back at the figurine that I originally used to get the reference. Yep, that's the original image of the reference that I'm using. I actually ended up finding that there's a bunch of these Little Nightmares figurines, so maybe because this is the back of the notebook, I'll paint the front with one of these? Maybe? But anyways, yeah, here's the main blocking of the shadows that I did at first. You can see that it's very blue, so what I started doing was that I started adding some red, because red and blue make brown, which is the hair color that we need. So yeah, here you can see me using a bit of red and a bit of that blue to make a brownish color and putting it on top of the hair. So after that, I started using the white to make the brown a little lighter.